So not super aggressive just yet out of the gates.
No, but they used a little bit of utility to kind of get a main control, and I think they're hoping for a reaction from Red Canids. Not quite given over, just the stack up towards the A-bomb site. Great adjustment, though, for GBB. And now Dink onto Phelps means that the site's a little bit less than perfect for the setup. Henny, though, still available with dualies as well in hand, but Destiny ensures that's only a 1-for-1.
It's a great trade right there early on. Into the bomb site they go, already getting those numbers punched in. The pair of dual Berettas for DRG. And a great smoke down towards Temple to allow for a little bit more space to fight off of. Flash is effective, but low HP bar is not going to do him any favors. Head first into a crossfire. And they just don't make any mistakes in that post.
A crazy level of relief to no longer be under that pressure.
Yeah, I have to agree. This is a solid roster as well. So I think it's just going to be a little bit easier to ease into, really, over the grand scheme of things. A little bit more calm of an environment. Not as many eyeballs when it comes down to playing with a player like Coldzera, but this gun round getting sideswiped. Completely leveled at the moment.
It's all up to Henny. He's got to do some miracle working here in a moment. And I mean, this is the right play. This is the numbers play. Giving up space, hoping that you can catch somebody on the cross, but the bomb is passing to E-Box, so not even going to get a chance at a cross. The smoke comes down, but it's, you know, late so that there's even more time to buy off the clock.
Maybe, you know, one flashbang to activate them. I'd not be super interested here. They're still looking to build up that T-side economy, hoping for maybe an overextension on the CT side.
That's the case. Honestly, though, I think you got to think about maybe not having Anubis in your pool at all.
Right.
If you're that unconfident in the best T-side map in the game, you know, maybe I'm taking the more extreme measure there, but
Not ridiculous. Not ridiculous to say that, but maybe they can bring a CT side and provide the early relief anyways. There's an opening that they needed. Got DRG. Oh boy.
that's the timing.
Tough timing. Phelps is wise up to it, and it will lock down the kill. Important. Give him extra relief right there. Cuts off the mid prong of approach. A little overwhelmed is GBB, but with a big one. Oh, and a follow-up. Nothing out of Henny in that position, but a dink. Tamate finds one as well. This one spirals out of control here, but still could be reined in. 2 quick kills and a bomb tap. Coldzera keeps it in safe hands there with the close.
I mean, that's a huge round for Coldzera just to play off the smoke fade. Yeah, long history. Certainly between all three of those guys. Oh, and speaking of Henny, he slides into position right when DRG looks to pressure up mid. Not going to let him take all that space for free this time around.
Nice opening pick there. Ooh, Phelps. A little bit of visual there on Nithon. It's the cue to finally strike. It's a big question. When are they going to finally make their move? Trying to let Nithon lead the charge here. Phelps playing elusive, though. Nithon actually not going to be poking just yet. Finally gets a chance to fire off with his AWP, but there's more resistance ready to go here in Temple. Another one out of Nithon, and he's still on the scene. They've yet to see Tamate, but they should maybe have a decent idea of where he's located. More activity out of Nithon. He goes to take charge. Shows Henny what's up. Now Venom Zera left into a clutch. What does he have at his disposal? Bomb is planted. Time is ticking up against him. And he's starting to make noise. Oh, Nithon misses his chance to close out the round comfortably. Has a great read as to where Tamate is. Tamate not biting just yet. Going to swing around the corner. Oh, it's so smart. Baits him off the bomb once again. Goes for the full swing, though, this time. Venom Zera continues to tap there. Nothing but composure out of this guy and closes out the round.
Oh man, that's a round that is set up so beautifully, and honestly, Nithon, who creates so many opportunities, he's set up for success.
What he's able to do here on a bit of an island, but they still have yet to activate, so there's still this chance to stabilize Henny now joining forces. Nice opening pick there, but nothing out of Nizen. Means there's going to be some concessions. As you said, big HP advantage. Still for the CT side. This one's going to be difficult to close. I feel like you're going to feel the pressure to get aggressive there. That's what you're looking for. An early activation out of Phelps. No one else really in a position. It means now the man advantage here in favor of this T side. Again, there's still low HP bars, and Venom's there still strikes. Oh.
Yeah, but, I mean, DRG out in an island. Now it's just 2. Tamate has to split his attention in 2 different locations. That's phenomenal from Tamate. Trade out of Henny. We're going to get the 1v2 attempt again. It's not so close this time around. Red Canids. Pressure starting to get applied, though, over on the B site. And once again, we're talking about Nizen, who's at the moment alone. He's going to get Phelps in for support here shortly. He's just arrived. Temple Smoke will force him forward. And, oh, that's timing is so beautiful. Well done from Destiny to coordinate that. I don't know if that's intentional, but I think it is. Here's Phelps trying to force his way forward ahead of the Temple Smoke, and then he takes that time to force his way forward.
They look to, once again, play that default out, draw those resources away. I like what they're doing as a small adjustment. A little more backup on B early on. But that's Henny's op solo towards A. And he can't get any visual. There's just constant motion right now. Mid-aggression here from Coldzera's beautiful. Flashbang doesn't quite connect, but he still locks in the kill and an extra dink while he's at it.
And here's the adjustment for Red Canids. Something that, you know, I touched on a moment ago, right? A good CT side's going to be able to sprinkle in some aggression and take space so that they're not so caught off guard late round on B, like where Nizen's been a couple of times. And it's Nizen that is, to get the aggressive stance, or excuse me, a move over into B main. So now this A setup going to have to be good. Henny locks in instead of falling back with the Tech 9. This is absurd. He's just in the smoke. It's unlucky, to be honest, but such an ambitious hold.
Trying to offer up some coverage here is nice, and he strikes perfectly in time right there. HE, not quite, 3 HP. Nyson doesn't fall back. He continues to fight forward there.
They take space back. They go for the B main aggression. They get Phelps in a super far forward position, and they get Coldzera far more active in mid. That is 2 fantastic things in the mid round that Red Canids did in the previous to make life difficult for Team Solid's pretty consistent wins that they found on their default.
Already showing that they've got that ability to adapt and adjust. We are seeing a little bit more aggression, though, out of the CT side of these last couple of rounds. Coldzera, specifically in towards middle. You had Henny earlier in the round trying to get aggro, and now Venom's there as well. Giving over the entirety of this A side. He thinks there's only a single lurk. There's a second. The op is also lurking. And as you can see, Destiny takes a lot of initiative after realizing Venom's there is down towards middle. Has to transfer the bomb over, though. Phelps trying to make that a difficult task. Couple of smokes dropped in. Nython, the full head of steam, falling into the play. One thing we know about Phelps is he does not hold back here. But oh wow, what a save right there from Destiny. Was gonna get caught off guard, but it wasn't meant to be. It's just Nizen in another clutch situation here. Not gonna happen. This time shut down. Nython hits the critical op shot. You know, witness this team look hungry with the little time that they had off. A couple of weeks of no officials means they have time to grind.
Oh, this is Team Solid in a pretty tough spot. Phelps and support as well from Henny on the back of the site. Make life difficult. Team Solid didn't know it, but Red Canids knew that's coming. It was aggressive.
Maybe scope heard, maybe not. They're not too eager to turn that corner, though, that's for sure. Jump spot in. Another molly is wait. There's Phelps giving him a little peek. Nython gets a chance to make something happen here with at least a single kill. 20 seconds left, though. That's going to be a panic to try and plant. It has to be instant on a Nython. They're ready for the contact game. There is a big kill from Nython. Another one, but Coldzera is available. Ability to adapt here, already showing signs of promise on a map that I said it's a little bit of a struggle for them over last year. Under new management, maybe we can get back into things here. Venom's there, very active on that extremity. They're able to pick off a quick 4v5. Continued aggression, though, from the CT side. Double dualies chasing all over the map, but maybe chasing a little too far, desperate to put this one back into their favor. The skills continue to flood. A 2v2 takes place, but still Red Canids are not moving. They're not budging just yet. This is very surprising.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Team Solid, though, I mean, you can see what it's done to them. They have questions and they don't have any answers. It's not the A side play. And now pushing forward, DRG. I can't believe he's caught coldzera so off guard. Let's drop the bomb, and it's giving the information away. Red Canids are gonna have to make the proactive play. DRG, I think the goal here now is just to be rendezvous with Destiny, try and get into position. Ultimately, he'll go back towards the A bomb site, and Red Canids are running out of time. Henny has got to make a move soon.
Getting boxed in right now as well, 25. And your options are to run back in towards A, in which you have to find a way to plant the bomb while also avoiding DRG. 15 seconds.
I mean, he's
We'll
almost
see if he gives him
himself.
enough time. Yeah, that's the big question here. He's got a Molotov, but even that's going to be hard to throw. Okay, there's a good one, but he's going to run right past it. You just stop the bomb plate, you win the round. And that's over. Going to be curtains. And he's going to save no armor, a Glock, a flashbang, and a HE.
You know, cool deal that you were talking about for Henny Venom Zero to get some utility. Additionally, we'll hang on to that as well. It's a totem pole? Oh, yeah.
It is. This is wild. Alright. Yeah, that's going to do. Phelps. Oftentimes left onto those mid lurks there. This time on an island here, which is the worst possible scenario. It's a AK retrieved for his troubles there. Nithon picks up into that, and they don't really have much space outside of that as well. I don't know what that is. That's some geometry right there if I've ever seen it. But here you go, trying to take that A main control back. A traffic jam that coldzera punishes in a big way. That's your avenue when you didn't have one. That's your path back in. Flashbang works, but VenomZera ignores it and just shoots right through it. So they fire their way to 2 Zeras out of that bad situation in the 4v5, and they get the round win. Now can they get back here now that an AWP's in play? A couple FAMAS's in the mix. We know those guns are a little bit better. They're saying that, at least. AWP on the line. Wow, okay, that was Phelps actually from the mid side, from the door side, actually finding the kill. And there is an op frag, so the man advantage maintained. And this time they try and set up Phelps with a little bit more resistance and a little bit more support.
This, I mean, the B-side attack is coming, and they've got all the bodies here. Solid are in a prime spot to win this round.
Beautiful HG to start it all off as well. Before the execute even hits. 50 damage on the VenomZera, putting him down low. Contact play with the high-low setup. Everyone wins on the extremity of those duels.
It's a passive setup at mid. They set Nithon up for success. When he gets his one, even though Phelps with a swift trade, DRG's in the tight corner to make life difficult.
Now, you know, just taking charge, taking initiative here, rewarded with a couple of opening duels, trying to bail Destiny out of this position, and GBP offers up a little extra assistance while he's at it. No relief in this situation. Completely charged forward. AWP, I thought he had a line. I thought it's called Zera's Deagle. He's going to be able to find that. But Nithon,
Yuck.
quick on the draw. Nasty angle from DRG to close out. And then they immediately get back into these bomb sites. They immediately look to stabilize from that point forward. Now, Phelps doesn't get punished and he doesn't fall, but his mid-control still going to be a non-factor. He's drawing in attention here. We'll see how this B site holds together. GBB with an awkward start to this and ends up falling eventually. Those riflers still hold strong. Man advantage maintained. Another player through. E-box right there. VenomZera lines up a multi. And now a 2v3 here. Nithon and Tomate. They've got money to try and make this happen, but are they going to give it a go here? Tomate taking a lot of initiative. Getting in towards Platt. Nithon on the other end of things here. Looking to make a move with his AWP, but unidentified at the moment. VenomZera on the hunt right now, looking to make sure he can't escape, and VenomZera to cap it off. Massive impact as he slides through E-box and punishes that B-hold. Taking that space on back, so that, I mean, could make for Bit of an interesting setup here at the moment. Here's of course, the initial poke through A main and taking a kill while he's at it. Tomate finds the way that they open up this round this time, and they're taking full canals, actually. They're smoking off stairs, rolling through water. Smoke towards Temple here, you're going to think, okay, this is a little bit free of charge here, a little bit open and clear, but it's just an op here. That's all that they have. They've put Nython with the weight on his shoulders. He lets one pass, and then he strikes. Got this cut off from Nizen as well. Unidentified. It's a really tough spray, but he doesn't take too much punishment for it. Still standing pretty healthy. Henny nervous to cross with the bomb, and Tomate systematically flushing Nizen out of this round.
Team Solid, they move together. They move with a coherency that not a lot of teams have. And the fact that Nython stayed alive for so long, now Henny's going to try and test him in a 1v1 op duel. Who takes the first initiative, because Coldzera's in some trouble. That Molly, though, unaffecting him, as now Henny's got to take the first move. GBB right next to Nython means that Henny's victory is just a purative one. Solid will make it 12.
Orchestrated round from the CT side. Gonna leave Canids high and dry here. A couple Mac 10s to try and fight through this one. A lot more speed and an opening opportunity onto Nython. The one that was a safe pair of hands in that last round to keep A safe and sound. Very diligent about the clear of that close angle there. Phelps knows better than anyone. Gotta make sure you got that covered.
Same setup for Team Solid, though, on the Extremity, DRG, and Tomate. All both there. Instead of going for the more aggressive stance and taking all the way through A main, they're going to stay there. The problem is Tomate hasn't gone down, so they have to know that they're still an A player. Now they do for sure. Gotta get the bomb.
Wow. Hello.
Okay.
Tomate unbelievably flashed. And taken out piece by piece. There you go. There's a little bit more impact out of Phelps. He's in a really crucial role here for this T side. And if he doesn't succeed, they're going to feel it. Those duels. Phelps finally able to offer that same sort of success there. Has had a bit of a tough map. But 2 kills in this round, that mean a lot. Eventually bested, trying to go for the hunt.
So what adjustments do Team Solid have for us? Ooh, I like this call, though. Might be that the classic playing to give yourself as many opportunities as possible. Destiny doesn't have a real weapon to work with, but it's the 4 saved rifles, and Tomate is one of them. Key piece, they haven't actually come to his domain yet in main, and that finally, the time they do, they fall.
25 seconds left as well. This doesn't really leave you in a pretty picture. Henny gonna try and poke around the corner, but time's running a little bit low. There's multiple members here. They've just cleared out B main while we're at it. And 14 seconds left. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I think it's actually, yeah, it looks like it's a bit frozen at the moment, but painting the picture there, as you can see from the end result, 10-13. I think we knew which way that 2v5 was heading with limitations on the time. Ends up in the favor of Solid as they close it out. The world rankings that VRS provide, and that to me is a huge concern. Means that maybe instead of progressing forward as you would expect out of this team, they're kind of falling back, and as you can see on this pistol, early opening duels going their way. Good news for Red Canids, it opens up the access to the B side, so taking that control free of charge here, not meeting any resistance, getting a bomb plant. Not completely without its victories, even though it's a 5v3 and they still have to drag this one back.
I mean, the plan goes right in the sense that it pulls everyone off of B. They get a bomb plan off the back of that. You would have hoped that, you know, that game plan would have included some kills, especially now as you can just flood back onto the site. Ooh, eventually, we'll get onto location. That's DRG, cleans up the pieces. Not a single man falls for Team Solid. Feels very similar to back on Anubis, where had a similar idea. Nizen just waiting for Tomate to get a bit proactive. Lost out. No, Destiny gets caught too. Bad news here for Team Solid. Nithon's got to do it here with the rifle instead. Needs to ensure this doesn't go any further wrong. GBB in the same boat, actually, as DRG now catches the spot, catches them on the move. And okay, able to handle business. And so that smoke will allow a little bit more coverage, even as it fades now. DRG in prime position.
Ooh, at A1S not doing him any favors, spamming the full clip down, but getting some extra help coming soon. DRG will provide the security needed. Kill it, a cold Zera. Anything extra? 32 seconds. There's still time. He finds another headshot. Cold Zera. Can he make this one happen? An unbelievable clutch attempt. One more kill needed. Needed that last headshot. And doesn't come through. Nithon.
What was a spam battle through mid, Phelps? Gonna get flash in through here. Does he want to take this fight? Doesn't feel like he does. Oh, there we go. That's so very blind. It's DRG.
Look at him away on this catwalk angle. Slowly but surely whittling away the CT side, but a bit of fight left and just so low. On HP, it's tough to imagine this one. And with the AK and FAMAS, decision already looks to be made for him. Heading the opposite direction.
Red Canids really putting some thought behind where they want to start, though. You know, we talked about them starting on the CT side of Anubis. And they choose to start T side here. So, let's see what gets into that one. An incredibly strong first round, though. Tied score line. As Nithon will get an AWP out for the first time in the half. Not going to see one for Henny either. And it's ahead of the smoke that Nithon gets vision.
That's more of that aggressive opping that we were talking about at Nithon right there. Feeling very comfortable in making these sort of decisive moves. There's a prime example. Opening advantage now. Taking down Cold Zera. And making him work for this mid control a lot more than in the past here, which I think is a good reaction from Solid here, trying to make him throw more utility, put more bodies on location. Wow.
I can't believe that Destiny's gone back to that angle after what happened last time. Such a phenomenal flash.
Oh, they're starting to hit their stride right now, Phelps. Getting confident as can be. Diving into CT spawn. This is curtains on the round right there. And we're seeing Red Canids. And the reason that they picked into this map here for sure.
Well, this is a nice move from Tomite. He actually went through the door before he tosses that smoke. Unfortunately, pressure at B has opened up mid very effectively. Helps into a great position. Oh, but that's massive for Tomite. Oh. Double kill before the utility starts to fly in. Now DRG left unattended. And even as Phelps gets into position to have impact on this round, the round is nearly done.
That'll never hurt to get two straight through that smoke before they can even lift off the execute. Flashbang dodged out on Henny. A cheeky little position right there. Not Demonte. Pursuit. Oh, he just makes sure that he's the one doing the swinging right there.
That is the decision making from a player that's still quite young that I loved seeing in Glories, that I was so excited to bring into Team Solid.
Goes all the time as well here. Now Destiny put to the task. A little bit isolated. GBB yet to strike. Gets a couple of flashbangs, but the trades are just too effective on this T side. Call and response here early on. It's the fight for long control wages. And eventually, Canids looking to come out on top there. Nizen trying to sneak past the smoke. Another one trying to sneak past the smoke, but it's going to take a whole lot more than that.
handles business. Henny, who had a real swift trade. I was going to give him a lot of praise, and I mean, he deserves it. For the way that he traded GBB out. Could have been a multi from GBB, but isn't because of Henny. But, I mean, Nithon's just not getting baited by that jiggle.
And all that money quickly toppled already. There you go, Henny. Waits for the HE from DRG, I believe.
And the way that they're approaching this, I think they're just going to contact play out. Hope that Henny can trade. And an off angle from GBB might be perfect.
Do they jump out here? They just inch their way forward. Oh, Venom Sarah. How does he win that one? So shocking to see him besting. Only saw the deagle, I believe, here. So Nithon not fully prepared for what's around the corner. Another one. And he's up finally sings in the server. Once again. And a shot through the wall right there. Tagging things up. Tomate hot on the flank. Knows he needs to make a move here. And when you need that little bit of activity, you can provide that as well. Inside the smoke. Cold Sarah can't close the net. We got aggression up middle right now. DRG is pushing up top mid. Wonder if Henny caught a visual on it. Seemed like maybe the call out was made.
Gotta get out now. That's the even harder job to do. DRG, I think, sticks around a little too long.
Got a good setup for it. And not a lot of utility to fight up against it.
So hard to play against that specific flashbang. GBB. Oh my goodness. Thought he had two there, but bomb plant would be a real nice addition. Won't end up getting that, though.
With some early availability to get aggressive up catwalk. What do you think of this position from Nizen? Very solid around the pillar, trusting that provides the safety. Just peek into the angle. 13 HP for DRG. He escapes. Willing to shake hands on that one, but Phelps strikes towards middle. Cuts off one of those players that can look to rotate there in Destiny. It's going to shake up what the end goal is here. Position towards Cat heavily.
Yeah, but they might walk into this setup. Now GBB activates. He gets aggressive, so he's playing counter flash, and now when they go in, he should have one. Now, gotta get the multi here for Nithon. Return of Tomate towards middle. Nithon escapes just barely. And so it's Nizen who's low over towards B, and Henny with an AK to scale his way out A.
Ooh. Sneaks by the crosshair. You still have this late mid lurk, but that is brutally the bomb hitting the floor. Now, Nizen not going to be an element of surprise. 10 seconds left. Doesn't leave him with a lot of options here. Good molly. Might provide a little coverage, but he's getting flanked up the catwalk. And TRG doesn't hold anything back, does he? Got quite the wide swing there from GBB. For a rude awakening. Now, how do you get cross here? Trying to bait out that utility at this point. They're doing a good job of that. Throwing a lot of that utility right now on the CT side. Got all the squad rotated over here. That allows for a quick lurk from Venom Zera. And they're just winning this one outright. They're looking to close this one out with a statement. A bit of a tough half here on the T side, but a fantastic finish.
I mean, the scoreline might suggest it's been a bit of a tough half, but actually,
a solid roster can bring to the table. I'll see re-execute onto this B bomb site. That's a molly towards pack flat, close range dual Berettas. Oh, and the flashbang is perfect to isolate these duels. Somehow they're still cracking through. Low HP, and they make it past despite a great early resistance. Solid just persevere the way into this bomb site. Your low HP on Henny. The same is true for GBB. What's the move to get onto this retake here? Because you're not seeing any utility. Not left at least.
It's cooked. I mean, this is just such a good post plant.
Ooh,
I mean,
Nithon,
yeah, maybe swings a little too far forward. That makes this post plant a lot less effective. Now it's up to the Glocks. They've got to connect. And they do. DRG gets his, and Tomate as well.
There's a smoke to kind of poke at Coldzera. He throws a reaction smoke here, interestingly enough. And it does bait Phelps into rotation here, and you see this catwalk presence. They're ready to kick it into high gear here. They're going to do it very quickly. You'll see how good these flashes are to get past the hitting crosshair. My God. Maybe flash is not necessary. You just got to shoot him in the head. And, oh, Nython caught visual of Phelps as well. 5v3. Bomb planted. I don't really know if they have a path into this round. You've got no kits.
Yeah, normally holding long control. Talk about a statement opening, though, for the T side. You know, didn't let him get anything on the force buy. A little bit more against the eco, and oh, Coldzera doesn't get to hold his gun. That's costly. Guess he had to have, you know, find some timing to get out of there. There wasn't really a good escape time.
Got maybe the idea of with a one flashbang from Henny to toss that on the timing.
So like that he's got support on its two at the same time. Destiny, oh,
Whoa.
Destiny gets them both. It'll be Coldzera at the very least to hold station. Make sure that that doesn't go too wrong.
Look at how quickly Solid make the decision though. Aggressing, knowing that Long is vulnerable, waiting for Coldzera's next move. What patience out of Damante. And gets gifted. Coldzera wrapped up in everything here. Henny, what can you do? He's low on HP. He barely is kicking. And he will be followed quickly. Venomzera left last man standing behind the smoke. Gonna fade soon. He's gonna wallbang out Damante. That's crazy. Perfect. Connections right there. Spots out both players as well. Has to get a reload off. They're starting to hunt him down. They want to close this one out quickly. And they don't give him room to breathe in the clutch like we've seen on Anubis. No, they just take the duel straight to him. Setup here, though, once again, is strong from the CT side. And fortunately for them, how good this utility is. They get to play passive. They get to avoid the majority of that. Execution will still come through. A little smoke and resistance. But Phelps is shot at before he even turns the corner. Now it's on Henny's shoulders once again. But traded out with efficiency. I thought with this 5-7 out once again. Is looking to make some moves. But they got the bomb planted. For Catwalk, now a little bit uncomfortable here because they have to go into the site. They can't justify making a move past that smoke here. Venomzera spotted out towards Long. Couple spotted in CT. They know the locations of the remainder of the defense here. Things falling fast as Venomzera looks to keep things contained. Coldzera does as well. Now a 2v1 DRG. Oh, dealing with a boost. A little creative right there to close out. And Red Canids will hang in there.
That is exactly the type of small detail that can get you an advantage that you're able to work towards, you know, a round victory off the back of. That's what I mean when I say, you know, it doesn't need to be consistent. They don't need to find a way to win 10 rounds straight. They just need to find a way to win 1 round straight.
Yeah, or just one individual to best them. And there you have it. Once again, Destiny is in. He's kryptonite right now in the second half. And nice coverage. Phelps trying to save the round. It's not going to happen. Overwhelming Venomzera. And Destiny's still lurking about towards middle, ready to cap this thing off. And he will do so in fine fashion. 19-14. He is the final nail in the coffin up against his former team, eliminating them from playoffs. You saw Nython set up. It was a lovely little powerhouse in between that duo